endured nearly 40 years in a Category A prison for a truly horrific crime that he did not commit. Today, justice has been at last served and his conviction has been quashed. Since his conviction in 1987, Peter has maintained his innocence. Peter's consistent insistence that he wasn't guilty has been supported by us as Patolskis, and today we are one step closer to justice for Peter. While we are overjoyed that Peter's innocence has been recognised, we remain acutely aware of the lasting impact caused by this horrific crime in 1986. Our thoughts are with Diane Single's family, friends and the community who have been deeply affected by what happened. This historic ruling leaves urgent and serious questions. Peter is a private and quiet person who has just spent almost 40 years isolated from the world. What he has been through is unimaginable. We respectfully ask that he is now given the space and privacy to come to terms with the enormity of this moment, the recognition of his innocence, as well as to adapt to his reinstated freedom. Peter has asked me to read this message on his behalf. I lost my liberty 4 decades ago over a crime I did not commit. We now know how very different the times we live in are, from scientific advances, legal practice and methods of investigation and questioning by the police. What happened to me was very wrong, but it does not detract or minimise that all of this happened off the back of a heinous and most terrible loss of life. I did not commit murder or unlawfully take the life of any person throughout the span of my own. As God is my witness, it is said, the truth shall set you free. It is unfortunate that it does not give a time scale. As we advance towards resolving the wrongs done to me, I am not angry, I am not bitter, I am simply anxious to return to my loved ones and family, as I've got to make the most of what is left of the existence I am granted in this world. I am aware of how cruel time can be to a person stripped of their youth and mobility, sight and hearing. I have had to silently endure this and watch it stripped from me in the worst environment imaginable. I will not comment on the horrors done to me over that time. There are too many. With this, I humbly request that you allow me my privacy while I begin repairing what I may from the driftwood that is my life. I am so grateful to Sarah Myatt and Jim Littlehales from Patolski solicitors who have been committed to my case for 20 years. They have stood by me through the good times and the bad while I fought to prove my innocence. I would also like to thank Jason Pitter, my KC, and Emily Cairns and her team from the CCRC. Without the combined efforts of Sarah, Jim, Jason and Emily, this outcome would not have been possible. I will be eternally grateful to each and every one of them. Thank you also to the Miscarriage of Justice Support Service. Children and Leon have been very helpful in helping me prepare for today. I would also like to say thank you to my loved ones and family members who have stood by me and who continue to support me through this. Finally, I would like to say how sorry I am to the family of Diane Singel, who have now got to come to terms with the death of their daughter being down to someone else, and I long to see the right thing done for this horrible crime so that they will find peace. Thank you for listening to me. Patolski solicitors will continue to support Peter through his overwhelming transition and continue to stand beside him in the pursuit of truth and accountability. Thank you.
Sarah,
Do we?
tell us how the son was when you spoke to him after what?
We weren't able to speak to him, but I'm hoping to speak to him later.
Do we know how soon it will be before he's released?
I don't, I'm afraid, no.
Could it be today?
That's down to the prison service. It will be today.
Is there anything Mr. Sullivan's family wants to say?
You have to speak to them about that, whether they want to speak to you.
When the time's right, we will. But right now, the good ones are getting used to it from us. At the end of the day, it's not just things that need to get into this, it's also the single family. They've lost the doors that they never get back. We lost Peter for 39 years.
Come to the mic.
We're lucky we have got back.
So
there is a lot
Come
of
over, we can't quite hear you. Come to the microphone.
I'm not.
You just say that at the
Right,
microphone.
okay.
Thank you.
We've lost Peter for 39 years. At the end of the day, it's not just us. We have won. Peter hasn't won, and neither is the single family. They've lost their daughter. They're not going to get her back. We've got Peter back, and now we've got to try and build a life around him again. So at the end of the day, we feel sorry for the singles, and it's such a shame that all this has had to happen in the first place. So that's
What
it.
did you feel when you heard the news just now, and what were you feeling?
Ecstatic. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. Now it's out in the open. Everybody knows about it now, and let's hope people will start respecting all our wishes now and understand that Peter was called so many different names, and that all needs to be squashed now because Peter was never anything of what he was being called in the first place. So thank you very much.
Tell us your name.
Can we get your name?
My name's Kim.
You his
I'm
sister.
his sister.
What's your surname?
Smith.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
Do we give Kim to the release?